Hi there, welcome to this tutorial of mine. What I'm about to show you here today is how you can earn your first $10 online testing people's websites and answering questions. So my name is Vincent, but then as I go down the slide, you would get to know more about me. I mean, who is Vincent? Of course, you should know that. But then that's not the major reason why we came here. So the major reason why we came here is how to make your first $10 online right now. I mean, right now. So let's get down to it. I'll be guiding you using the slide on my screen. So I just wanted you to be able to see who is talking, which is why I'm also having a video of me on the side. So at every point in time, I may have to move the video, but just stay concentrated. I'm sure you would gain from this. You'd gain a whole lot from this, trust me. All right, let's get down to business. So you're here for different reasons. Everyone watching this currently, you're here for different reasons, and I hope I'm about to capture which of the reasons you in particular are here for. Now, firstly, you're here either because you're tired of a 9-to-5 job, you're not comfortable with your current earning, you want to learn how to earn in dollars, you want to start a legit online business, you want to know how to work remotely or at your own comfort, you really want to earn in dollars this year. Yes, I've been there before. I know, as at last year, I think while 2021 was coming to an end, part of my my to-do list for 2022 was I must earn in dollars this year. And it's a good thing because I've been able to do this, and then here am I trying to show someone else, which is you, how to do the same. Well, let's keep going. Now, before I get down to it, I need you to note some things. They're very necessary, so I need you to note this. This tutorial is not for you if you do not fall under any of the categories I just mentioned. Now, those categories I just mentioned, if you do not fall under any of them, then this tutorial is not for you. And since this tutorial is not for you, I will suggest you leave right now. Like, you don't have to watch it. If it's not for you, there's no point wasting your time watching it. This is only for those people who fall under those categories, these categories I mentioned previously. So if you fall under any of these 6 categories, please, this tutorial is for you. But if you do not fall under any of them, then this is not for you. I would advise you to leave right now. Thank you for understanding. Okay, who am I? Yes, I already mentioned before that my name is Vincent. I like to be referred to as Giftie. Most of my friends refer to me as that. So I'm a digital marketer and a content creator. I help people and businesses build and maintain a profitable online presence. I've done a number of online businesses and earned 6 figures constantly. I know a lot of times you hear 6 figures. 6 figures is actually just 100K. But then guess what? I've done beyond 100K constantly. I've done beyond 200K constantly. I've done beyond 300K, on and on like that. But I can't start stating that now. So you should be able to understand the fact that I'm showing you this because I feel like this is profitable and this is something that you get in from over time. All right, haven't realized the need for a more sustainable income, I opted for building and selling digital products online for myself and then as an affiliate to different organizations. As an affiliate, basically selling other people's digital products. Now this brings us to the business of today: how to make at least $10 online repeatedly. I'm sharing this here because it's one of the business, as I mentioned earlier, it's one of the businesses I've done this year, which has paid me in dollars, and I actually hope that you too can leverage same. I hope you can leverage this. So now let's get down to business. All right, before I get down to it, this is a notice. This is not a get rich quick scheme. Please, it's not at all. As much as I'm showing you this, I'm not in for any of get rich quick scheme. There's really nothing like that, right? let's just say this is an easy and sustainable means of earning in dollars, which if given enough time, now emphasis on giving enough time and dedication meaning there's something you have to do to be able to earn from it, right? So I need you to understand this even before I dive into it. If given enough time and dedication, you can earn an awesome livelihood from at your convenience rather. So please note this so that you don't say, oh, Gift promised me this, and then maybe like a week into it you feel like you've not made $50 yet. Like, it's not magic. So please note this before we get down into it on a serious note. All right, let's get moving. So what I am going to show you today, this is what I'm going to show you today, explained in eight points. So firstly, what this business is about, how it works, and every process is involved. I'm going to show you those. Then the business model and how you can profit from it. Of course, you need to be able to understand the business model and then understand what profits you can make from it. This is the major reason why you're here. So if I don't show it to you, then there's really no point having this in the first place. Then the third one, tools you need to start this business and what it would take you to get them. So you need to know the tools and then what it will take you to get them, what you should expect, how you can get paid, and what is required of you to get paid rather. The mistakes I made, and how you can leverage these mistakes for success. So I know a lot of times when we want to do something, we tend to make mistakes while trying to get it done. So I made these mistakes, but then I'm going to show you these mistakes so that you do not make the same mistakes. Rather, you leverage on my own mistakes to succeed at it. So it's a good thing, right? So number 7, a website to start testing. You would understand better by the time I go down into the training. Then number 8, it's actually power packed. So let's just get down to it already. All right. What I want you to do so that this session can be productive for you. Yes, I need you to do this so that this can be very productive for you. I need you to avoid all distractions and please give me your focus. I need your focus so you don't miss a thing. So give me your focus. Avoid every form of distraction so that you don't miss a thing from whatever it is I'm going to be explaining in this session, because you may never get this again. So please, I need your focus. Close any tabs on your phone or on your system. I know you're watching this currently via your browser, so close any tab probably on your phone or on your system that might cause a distraction so that you still don't get distracted. Get a pen and paper, jot major points. You need to note down some points so that you can refer to them again and again. So jot major points of action down, because I may not repeat myself to save time. Now you notice that I'm trying as much as I can to fasten this presentation. So please jot down so that you don't miss a thing. Take actions where you are required to, because nothing at all works or will work for you until you decide to try things out. Now, if I hadn't tried this out, then there's no way, absolutely no way, I would have made money from it. And then there's even no way, much more, there's no way I would be showing you this if I hadn't tried it out. So I need you to know that as well. So clear your doubt and just maintain an open mind to learn my model, because you may never access this again. I said that already. And if you do, it may not be as apt as I have broken it down in this session. So let's start right now. Now the business model. We've started the training already, so please note things down. I'll be introducing you to the business model right away. The business model is called usability testing. Now, what is usability testing? Usability testing is a method used to evaluate how easy a website is to use. The test takes place with real users. It's a method of testing. So the test takes place with real users to measure how usable or intuitive a website is and how easy it is for users to reach their goals on that website. I know this is like so big, so I'm going to break it down right now. So how this works, basically, you are required to help businesses or individuals look through their website and then tell them what you think. So what do you think about the website? And basically what you think, tell them your thoughts, speak out loud. Just sharing your thoughts and earning at least $10 on every thought recorded and submitted. Trust me when I say it's a real fun way to make dollars online. Yes, it is. But is this really possible? I know you're thinking about that right now. You're asking yourself, is this thing possible? I'll explain it to you, no worries. How can someone pay me just to review their website? Yes, I know that's your thoughts right now. I'll break it down. Example 1. Let me show you an example of what this looks like using a whiteboard. Now I'm going to go down to a whiteboard and show you what this looks like. So look at this. Now let's assume I'm drawing a diagram. So let's assume this is Mr. A. I'm going to draw them out first and then label each of them. So this is Mr. A. This is Mr. B. Mr. B right here. And then this is Mr. C. So here we have 3 parties, right? Now I'm going to label each of them. So right here is Mr. A, and Mr. A is the website owner. So Mr. A is the website owner. Okay, let me put it under so that it would be very visible. Okay, Mr. A is the website owner, right? Now this is Mr. B. Mr. B is the person contracted, or the company or the organization. This is the organization contacted to help Mr. A test his website. We are getting somewhere, just stay with me. Now this is Mr. C. Mr. C, the tester. Remember I said something about testing a website. Now I would explain their roles here. Now Mr. A is the owner of the website. Mr. A reaches out to a company or a firm or an organization, telling them I have a website. I want to test this website. Remember, emphasis on real user. If you go back to the model, look at usability testing is a method used to evaluate how easy a website is to use. The test takes place with real users, emphasis on real users. So let's get back to the board. So Mr. A, the website owner, reaches out to this organization. They offer testing services, this organization, saying they want to test a website for its usability. Now Mr. B, which is the organization, puts out adverts on their platform. They have a website where they put out adverts for people to test. Now you as a tester, now you are the tester in this sense, you go down to Mr. B's website and apply to become a tester. You apply to become a tester on Mr. B's website. When you apply to become a tester on Mr. B's website, you get access, and then the organization, which is Mr. B, they give you access to their website so that you can help Mr. A test his website. However, you may not directly get you would not even me, you would not directly be able to converse with Mr. A. Let's just say Mr. B, the organization here, is the middleman. So you are only interfering with the middleman here, whom you're doing the test via his website. So now this is what user testing is all about. You can call it usability testing, you can call it user testing. So this is basically what it is all about. Now let's go back to our slide. I will get back to the whiteboard if I need to use it again. Okay, now I think I have explained example 1, right? I've explained example 1. So let me move this up a bit so that I can zoom into the page. It's not so visible. Okay, so I already explained example 1. Now I'll go down to example 2. Now let me show you what you are required to do using my website. My website, www.gifvincent.com. So let's go down to my website, gifvincent.com. Now I'm assuming that this is a website I am required to test. So now I'm doing the work as a tester. So assuming I am a tester in this sense. So firstly, I've opened the website. I'm required to test this website and share my thoughts. Now the first thing I'm going to say is about the speed. Well, the website is, I'm going to talk about the speed. You're required not to stay silent. You're required to share your views about a website when you visit it. Sometimes they would give you a task and say, go down to the contact page and tell me what you think. So I'm assuming I'm asked to go down to the contact page and say what I feel about the contact page. Now this is what I feel about the contact page. Okay, the first page says, let's get your project up and running. Okay, I like the fact that they were able to introduce, I'm assuming this is not my website, so I'm assuming this is the client's website. So now, okay, the next part says, please fill the form and follow up. Okay, your name, your email, subject, your message, submit, send me an email, send a free call. So I like the way the page was created. The fact that I can type in my name, I can put in a subject, and then a message is totally optional, unlike some websites where I must put in a message. So I like the fact that I can easily fill out this form, and I like the fact that the form takes the shape of the page. That is, it's not placed on one side in a way that it's not viewable. But I think what I need them to work on this page is the text, this part of the page. It needs to be darker because not everyone may be able to see this. I think they need to work on this. Now I've given feedback. This is me giving feedback on this website, and you're going to be required to do exactly the same thing. But then let's just get down into the tutorial. As you follow through, you'll be able to understand better what this means for you and how you can leverage it. So that's basically what you're required to do, test the website. So I'm sure you've gotten a better insight into what you're supposed to do. So let's keep going. But if you have questions, please note them down so that you can send them to me directly and I can get them answered after this tutorial. So let's go down to the next page. Now, the process involved is you find a project. So your dashboard shows all available projects. It shows you all available projects. You get emails when they think you're fit for a particular project. That's Mr. If you remember the explanation I gave, the organization, which is the main usability testing website you sign up on, they give you these details. So they are the ones that sends you. So your dashboard shows all the available projects that you have access to for you to start testing. Then you also get emails. You get emails when they think you are fit for a project. Secondly, you take screener test. These are questions created by the researcher. In some cases, those websites, the websites where you sign up as a tester, they have the owner of the website named as researcher. So they call the owner of the website researcher. Now these are the questions created. The screener are questions created by the researcher to help them decide if you are qualified for the project. So in some cases, before you're able to take a project, before you're able to test a website, you're going to have to take screener tests. Now get invited. Once a researcher decides you are fit, you are either redirected to take the test or you will get an invitation via email. I already stated that you will get invitation via email and text message, depending on the kind of information or review they need. Now the next thing is to participate. This is your time to shine. You get instructions from the researcher on how to be a part of the project. Now next, which is after you've completed the project, you get paid for every assessed and accepted test you do. Emphasis on assessed and accepted. There's usually a time duration where after you submit a test, that's after you've done the test, they assess it and then they accept it and then you get paid. They typically determine their payday and the payment is sent to your PayPal account. So some of these platforms, they have specific timelines. Some may say we pay after 1 week. Some may say after 8 days. It just depends on which particular platform. So you just get to understand whichever platform you're using and when they pay, so that you don't think that you've been scammed of your money. None of them are going to scam you, I promise you. Especially none of the ones I'm going to be showing you would scam you or would hold down your payment after you've done a test for them. So let's go down to the next one. Okay, this is what the task or the test looks like. You can see this one is an email. This one is just on my dashboard, a dashboard from a site. This is an email. This is another email. Look at this one. This one says, "Dear Gift Vincent." Now you already know my name. It was for a reason I had to introduce myself so that you understand who you're relating with, which is for those of you who do not already know me. Now it says, "Dear Gift Vincent, you are receiving this notification because you signed up as a tester. A new test fitting your demographics is available. Payment $10. Now I named this $10 course, so because most of the payments you would get for this, for each of them, are averagely $10, and the test you'll be taking, most of them are 20 minutes. Okay, you can see this one. Most of them are 20 minutes, while some are higher, but then you only get higher ones by the time you start with the list. So a lot of times they tend to start with the list for you, especially if you're new on the website. They start with the list of them. So let's continue. Okay, I said these are a few screenshots from tasks given to me over the last 1 month. Now it will shock you that I've been doing this for just 1 month. I started this within 1 month and I already earned from it. So imagine if I've been doing this for more than 1 month. Who knows? I may have made so much from it. So it's definitely something you should be doing. So let's keep going. You may be required to take a qualification test. Now, if you remember previously, I said a screener test. It could be in form of a screener test or basically called a qualification test. And this test is, let me unzoom this so that you can see everything. Not all platforms ask for qualification test, but most of them do. This is because they want to know if you are capable enough. Whenever you sign up, most of them give you a qualification test. They want to know if you are capable. They want to know if you would be able to meet up with the task. They don't just want to put you on their platform so that you they are also serving a client. So nobody wants to lose their clients. As much as you want to get a job from them, they as well do not want to lose their clients. So I would advise that you just be set to take a non-paid test. The qualification tests are not usually paid. They do it as a trial. So it's just like you go for a job interview. They give you a test for you to do before they eventually employ you to do the work, and then you get paid. This is basically the same scenario. You're engaged, you're given a qualification test, and then you're engaged to eventually come and do the work. So it's basically the same thing. So you can see this. Let me zoom back in. Look at this one. Congratulations, Gift Vincent. Your qualification test was rated 4/5, and the test, and that sets you a certified tester. That means that from now on, you'll be getting notifications about new tests available to you. There's no guarantee on the number of tests you'll be getting. That depends on the number of orders we get. Thank you. Now, I would like to let you know that the tests you would get are highly dependent on your deliverables from a previous test. So as much as this is just like every other business, if you're doing very well in a paid employment, they tend to do you good. Some of them tend to increase your pay or do something. So this is just like it. The more you do the test, the more they give you. And then the more frequent you are with doing the test, they give you higher tests. Instead of giving you a test of 20 minutes that is just $10, sometimes you get test of 30 minutes that is more than $20, that is up to $20. Sometimes you get 60 minutes of $60. So it goes on and on and on like that. And the good thing about it is it's paid in dollars, not naira. So that's a very good part of this, especially if you're a Nigerian. This is very good for you. Now, I need you to know that you should be ready to fail sometimes. I know as much as you are enthusiastic about this and you're following through this tutorial, there's really nowhere there's no failure. Is it in engineering? Is it in whatsoever successful person you're seeing currently? The person must have experienced some kind of failures. So don't think that this is in any way different from that. Sometimes you may fail. Now, look at this. This is a message I got from them, from one of the platforms I signed up for. It says, "Hi Gift, you didn't pass the onboarding quality assessments on this occasion. Don't let that get you down. You have one more chance." So some of them will give you another chance, but some will not give you another chance. So be ready to fail. As much as you're ready to fail, it doesn't mean you should set your mind on the fact that you're going to fail, but just be ready to accept failure when you eventually fail. So before your second attempt, it is imperative to read the notions page thoroughly before you start answering questions on the second test. The information will help you answer the assessment questions, practice a little more, and when you feel ready, give it another go. Ready to try again. So they gave me another opportunity to try again, but sincerely, I've not gone back again because sometimes it can be overwhelming. Yes, it can be overwhelming, but this is just one platform out of, I think currently I have like 7 I'm using. So this is just one of them. So I have other ones I'm using, so I'm quite safe. Now, after registering for some, they will just send you one. Okay, sorry, I'm not yet on this page. Yes, I failed some of them and was given a retrial, and I even got blocked out of one platform. Like I said, it's not magic. So I got blocked out of one. So it's not magic, it's work. Just like you apply for a job and either get accepted or rejected. The difference is this is more sustainable and reliable and does not need too much work. So that's the difference between this and a paid job. So let's continue. Now, being a Nigerian being a Nigerian who lives in Nigeria is sometimes limiting. No, I noticed this a lot of times. What am I saying sometimes? Is most times limiting. You know the issue of Nigerian. I'm sure you already know. If you're in Nigeria and you're in Nigeria, you know this issue. So please, I don't even need to explain much of it. Now look at this. Thanks for signing up. We are very thankful to have you as a tester. What do you need to know to continue? Your registration has been successfully completed. This was after I registered. See number 2. Unfortunately, it's not present in your region just yet. So we have only few studies, which means that you need to bring some patience and time. Man, these people have not still sent me any test till date. So I'm just they say I need to bring some patience, and it's basically because I'm in Nigeria. Most of even the companies that want people to test for them, they do not want people from, most of them don't want people from Nigeria. So you can see the issue with all these things. You can see the issue we face here as Nigerians. But then I have a solution for that. Just don't worry. Since I'm putting you through this, we're gonna cover all those. Now let's read through this. So after registering for some, they'll just send you one flimsy email saying, sorry, but we do not have slots for your region at this time. This is frustrating, really. I know when I first started, although I've spent just 1 month doing this, but sometimes it's frustrating when you apply for one and they're telling you that you can't access it because of your region. But guess what? Well, I found a way around it. Yes, I did. So I found a way around it to reduce the rejection rate, because the rejection rate was getting too much. Actually, my first $10 came from a platform that don't accept Nigerians at all. I have tested a lot of them to be sure which one works and which one does not. See the screenshot in the next page. Okay, let's go down to the next page. Okay, so I'm trying to go down to the next page. Sorry, I may have to turn off. Let me turn off my video so that it's not limiting what I can do at specific times. So this is a payment I received from the particular ones that blocked me out. So you can see the payment. Let me zoom in. You can see $10. I was paid $10. They say, thank you for making things better. Talk to Giftie, that's my username. Your feedback helps companies improve. So you can see they say companies here because they have not just, they have a lot of firms that use them. So like I explained in that page, like I explained here, most of them go to an organization, which is where we or you are going to be signing up for to become a tester with them. So let's keep going. Okay, you can see here I said, but they soon blocked me out. Yes, they blocked me out. This particular one's blocked me out, which is after this particular payment I was blocked out. I made a silly mistake and got blocked out from the most reliable paying platform. Now these ones are most reliable because they have a lot of testers, and not only do they have a lot of testers, they have different tests. So some tests will require that you use your system. It just depends on the amount of devices you registered with. I personally registered with my system, which is my laptop. I indicated that I have a laptop, a Windows laptop, a tablet, an Android phone, and an iPhone. So what I did was I put different devices so that when any test comes, if it fits an Android phone, I'll use my Android phone. If it fits an iPhone, I'll use my iPhone. If it requests a tab, I'll use my tablet. And then if it wants a system, I'll use my system. So any which way, I always have tests at my disposal, which is why I said this was the most reliable I had back then. This was the most reliable I had because it gave me options, a lot of them. Unlike the ones I'm currently using, most of them don't have several options, but then I still get to do tests on them. So why am I explaining this? I will show you this particular platform and the mistakes I made. Remember I said I'm going to show you the mistakes I made. Currently, I don't test on this platform. I'm waiting for the restrictions on my account to go off. So I'm going to show you the mistakes I made so that you don't even make that mistake at all. So that you don't make that mistake at all, and so you don't get kicked out. See, trust me, once you start testing on only this particular one, this one may be even totally enough for you. For someone that decides that, okay, I won't even sign up on other ones, I don't need other ones, let me just focus on this one. This is the best, trust me. They paid me my first $10, and I personally want to go back. I'm just waiting for my restrictions to go off. So I'm going to show you how you can avoid being kicked out, and then you sign up on this particular one, and then you start getting paid $10, at least $10 for any task you accomplish. So let's continue with the slides. Now we are getting down to the real deal. Some of the platforms I use. I will show you two major platforms. I'm going to show you just two on this particular tutorial. I have several other tutorials, but then on this particular one I'll show you two, just two of them. So platform one is usertesting.com. Yes, usertesting.com is the particular platform I'm showing you right now. So you just go to usertesting.com, type in your browser usertesting.com. Now this is the website. Once you get on this website, you click on get paid to test. It takes you to where you get registered to start testing for them. So you fill in the form and then you just sign up. Now the second one, as I indicated here, 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗃.com, which is this, 𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗃.com. So once you go there, you don't log in, you don't sign up, you don't just click sign up, you don't just click sign up or log in. You go to get paid to test. So whichever website you're going to be using, they always have a part that says get paid to test, because you are a tester. You don't just sign up. If you sign up, if you just click on the random sign up, you may end up signing up as a website owner, a researcher who needs someone to test their website, whereas what you need to do is click get paid to test. So once you click on get paid to test, it leads you to where you would sign up to become a tester. You can see this one. It said get paid to test to use websites and apps and give your honest feedback. Basically just testing their websites. They'll pay you for doing just that. So I've given you two platforms already. I'm hoping that this is very productive for you. If it's very productive for you, then please stay till the end and keep watching. So let's go down to the next slide. Now these are tools you would need. You would need a verified PayPal account. Now you get paid in your PayPal account. That's where you would get your payment. So you would need a verified PayPal account. Then aside from the PayPal account, you would need a prepaid USD card. I'm using UBA, which is why I recommend UBA, but then I heard GT Bank gives a good card as well. GT Bank and I think First Bank, but I would only recommend what I've used. I'm using UBA, so please opt for UBA. If you try out GT Bank, it's good for you. Like I said, I heard GT Bank also works for this. So it's called a prepaid USD card. Most times, before you can be given a prepaid USD card, you need to own an account with the bank. So whichever of them, if you already own a bank with either UBA, GT or First Bank, then go ask them for a prepaid card. It's not, they wouldn't charge you. I don't think they would charge you for it, but then you would have to fund it. Then you need your receiving dollar account. UBA Bank here in Nigeria, UBA Bank. Like I said, I use UBA. So if you want to use any of the other two I mentioned, you can do just that if you want to use any of them. Then you need you need your personal.com email with your real name. Now when I say your personal.com email, like me now, for most of the platforms I'm using Giftie at giftvincent.com, not Giftie@yahoo.com or at. You also need a Gmail account. I use Gmail accounts in certain cases, most times to sign up, but then for your PayPal, most especially, you need a .com email. So I'll show you how to get all these. We are getting down to all those. I'll show you how to get all these things. I would guide you through. Then you need your laptop or your tab or your phone. Your phone, which can be an Android phone or an iPhone. Now, if you have all these three, is an added advantage. If you remember, the major platform I use basically all my devices. Depends on the kind of test I get per time. So if I get a test that needs Android, I quickly use my Android. If I get a test that needs iPhone, I just use my iPhone. I'm not bothered that I can't do that particular test. But if you have just one, you don't have to bother. It's a process. Just wait till you get the particular one that suits the device you are signing up with, and you definitely get test. So, but you just have an upper hand if you have all these devices. Now you need a good headset or earphone for recording. Yes, so most of the times, not even most of the times, every of these platforms, they demand that you are very clear, and then there's no noise, absolutely no noise on your background. So you need to work on getting yourself a headset, an earphone, or an earphone for recording. And then finally, you need a Chrome or Microsoft Edge. So in most cases, most of them want a Chrome browser. They'll specify the browser. So anyone that doesn't specify browser, I just use my Chrome. Unless they specifically say they want a Microsoft Edge. You can download that on your Android, on your iPhone, or even on your system or tablet. So you can have all those in any of the devices you're currently using. So let's keep going. Now, what some of the tools would cost you if you were to pay for each of them. I said if you were to pay for each of them because I know that I didn't have to spend much. Although, yes, I spent, but then the reason why I'm showing you this is because you would follow my lead. If you're following my lead, then you don't have to spend all this. Now, the first thing is a verified PayPal account. Normally, before you can get a verified PayPal account, you have to pay someone to create it for you, right? Because you don't know how to create it. I personally create PayPal account for people, verified, and it receives money. The PayPal account receives payments in dollar, international payments. I bill 15K, which is like the least. It's the least you'd ever get billed for creating a PayPal account. Most people bill up to 20K or even more. Then a foreign USD account, a foreign account this time around, not a Nigerian bank. You need a foreign account with a USD account. So I have an account with Barclays Bank, which is in USA. So I was able to create this. So if I were to bill someone to create the same for them, I won't even take 10,000 naira. I just put 10,000 naira there as an average, because it will take me certain time to create. And I know that I know that anybody that comes to me that they want to create a US account, it means they have a good sum of money coming in. So anywhere you go and you're telling someone you want to create a US account, they automatically assume that, oh, this dude is expecting something huge. So they bill you so much so that you're gonna probably be telling them, okay, I'm not expecting so much, so please take this amount. But on a lighter note, I put 10K there as the list, and then of course, or more, you may pay more. Now, a .com email. Remember I said you need a .com email. Now this is my own .com email. I use my via my website, basically, Giftie@Vincent.com. 6,000 naira. It costs you 6,000 naira to create, at least 6,000 naira to create something like this. Now, this is already a total of 31,000 naira, or maybe even more. Yes, it's already a total of 31,000 naira, or even more. That's if you have to spend more than what I stated here. And this is just 3 of the tools, not even all those tools I listed here. This is just 3. I listed just the 3 major ones here. I listed only the 3 major ones here for you to see. So you can see that it would cost you up to 31,000 naira, or maybe even more, if you were to do this on your own. But guess what? So the good news is you wouldn't have to pay for most of these if you follow my lead. Now I have all these things already. I'm using them. In short, I have more than one. I have 2 verified, 3 actually. No, I have 2. I have 2 verified PayPal accounts I use for different things. I have 1 USD account. It's intentional to have one. Maybe they no go block me out. You know, we are Nigerians, so a lot of times we get this issue of, it's just so much for us here in Nigeria. So I have just 1 USD account, and I can create several others anytime, any day. So I'm going to put you through. If you follow my lead, then you definitely, what's 31K? You don't have to spend up to that. You spend way less than that if you follow my lead. Emphasis on if you follow my lead. So let's keep going. Okay. Now, how do I get paid? I'm sure by now you already know how you get paid. Do I still have to explain? Well, I'll just explain it because it's right here on my slide. So most of the platforms I use pay via PayPal. So the drill is create a PayPal account. before you sign up. You need to create a PayPal account before you sign up, because most of them, they would, while you're signing up, they will ask for your PayPal email. It's usually the PayPal email they ask for. For PayPal payments, you give them your email. There's nothing else. There's no account number. You just give them your email. So they will ask you for your PayPal email. So you need to already have a PayPal account before you even start signing up on any of these platforms. Now, the next step, connect your cards to PayPal. PayPal will request for a debit card and then a debit card and then an account where they would pay you from. So PayPal needs those two. So basically, it is to set up your PayPal account. Then use the PayPal account to sign up. You use the PayPal account to sign up on any of these platforms. You can use it on any of them. Then use the PayPal account to sign up. Okay, I already said that. So when you receive your first payment, it has to stay up to 30 days before you withdraw, else PayPal will block you out. So usually they require that the first payment you receive there stays up to 30 days before you withdraw from the PayPal account, else they will block you out. So once you have the PayPal, then you can withdraw via 𝗵𝗵𝗃𝗃, and then I'm sure you don't know what 𝗵𝗵𝗃 is, but it's one of the payments gateways with which you would withdraw to your Nigerian bank. So you withdraw via 𝗵𝗵𝗃 and then to your bank account. There are actually different ways. So the reason for me stating that, if you remember previously, I stated that you needed a dollar Nigerian account. This is because I know a lot of people that don't know how this thing works. They get paid in dollars, and then by the time they are withdrawing to their Nigerian bank account, they are withdrawing to their Nigerian Naira account. Now the bank will shortchange you, because now you see what I wrote here. See, I recommend all these processes because I personally don't like to withdraw to my Naira account, as I prefer to get dollar and go change it myself. Now this is because Nigerian banks will not give you the normal rate, so we call it black market rate. If I go to Nigerian bank now if I withdraw $10, just $10 to a Nigerian bank, they would pay me like 400 and something in my Nigerian bank account, in my Naira account. Whereas if I withdraw $10 directly to my dollar account, it remains as $10. Then when I go to the bank, I would withdraw it. You withdraw dollars physically. You can't withdraw via POS. So you go down to the bank. If I withdraw $10 from the bank, I will take it to black market. Black market, basically all these guys that change dollar. You need to have a reliable source so they don't cheat you actually. So I'll take it to them. If I take it to them to change it, currently the rate is 600. And now imagine if you're withdrawing like $50 and then the bank change it on a rate of 400, and I mean you've lost a huge sum already, and this is not good for this kind of business. So this is why you need your USD bank account. I would guide you through all these things, so let's not even emphasize much on this. Now, do you already have all these tools? I know some of us have it. Some of us, because basically everybody in this country are struggling to start earning in dollars. So some of us already have these tools. So if you already have these things, my dear, what you need to do now is go down to these platforms. Go down to usertesting.com, go down to 𝗫𝗏𝑢𝑖.com and start testing. Start testing and making your money. That's the essence of this tutorial, to help you start making your dollars ASAP, like right now. So go down to these platforms and start making your dollars if you already have these tools. Now, if you do not have these tools, it means you still need my assistance. And then for those of us that even have these tools, I just listed 2 platforms. I said I had like 7 or even more. I don't even know how many they are right now, but I know the ones I frequent the most. They are like 5 I frequent the most. I'm going to be showing you all these 5. So let's keep going. Just stay on this tutorial while we cover all those things. Okay, so the only issue here is there's a lot of hurdles. From everything I've said so far, I've been mentioning some issues, especially when you are in Nigeria and living in Nigeria. Other people in other countries use this same thing, but it's much more easier for them. Now, remember I mentioned that not all platforms accept Nigeria. Not all of them accept Nigerians. So, but the particular one, the user testing I showed you, it's something that you would be able to go about if you follow my lead. Now, PayPal sign-up process is another issue, especially for Nigerians. Like, the issue there is so much, especially for Nigerians. Withdrawal is even a more worse issue. Imagine making money that you cannot withdraw. No be juju be that. So withdrawal is even another issue. Not to talk of withdrawal in dollar. Withdrawal in naira is another issue, even though you still lose. Oh, how much more in dollar, man? You need a guide. See, let me tell you this, you need a guide, and this is something I've done, so I definitely can guide you through it. So there are a lot more issues, and I want to help you through these issues. I want to help you through everything, basically, step by step, so you don't face any of them. You don't even face any of them, because by the time you already know them, you know that there's nothing that can make you face any of them, and anyone you face, you can sort it without much hassle. So, but before I can help you, you don't have to go through all of this, since I already went through those. Okay, let me zoom. So you don't have to go through all of this, since I already went through all those in the past 1 month since I started this business, and have already started earning from it. So it is ideal, it is very ideal that I put you through the process. It is ideal that I put you through the process. So because of this, I created an elaborate tutorial. I created a more elaborate tutorial that covers every single step I've stated here. It covers everything from start to finish. Actually, I made a very easy to follow course for beginners like you. Now, these are what it covers. It covers 5 different platforms. You can start testing to ensure you make at least $50 weekly. It covers 5 to ensure you make $50 weekly. How to sign up. It covers how to sign up for each of them from start to where you take your qualification test and start taking paid tests. It covers how you can get your verified and working PayPal absolutely free. I mean, free of charge. You don't have to spend 15K or even more than that, right? This is something I bill people 15K to create for them. You don't have to spend that. You get it absolutely free. It covers how to set up your foreign account and a Nigerian dollar account so you can withdraw in dollars here in Nigeria. It covers the easiest way, the easiest way to get a free, you can see the free is in bold, right? A free .com domain email for yourself. Remember, I mentioned an example, which is Giftie at 𝗵𝗵𝗃.com. So it also covers that. See, it covers even much more. I cannot explain everything here. You can see how small it has already. I've already covered this particular page. It covers lots more, plus bonus sites. Remember, I stated I have a lot of sites, more than 7. It's just that the major ones I use, they are like 5. In short, out of those 5, I basically try to stick to the ones that would pay me much more, right? But then it covers everything, even how you can start searching for sites on your own that pays legit, and how you can know that they will pay you legit, and then you start working on them. So it covers bonus sites and tips to increase your earnings in no time. So remember this. Remember I said the tools will cost a lot if you were to pay for each of them, right? I mentioned the verified PayPal account, I mentioned the USD account, I mentioned the email, and then I mentioned that everything here is already totaling 31,000. How much more if you added the other tools? But you wouldn't have to pay for most of this. You wouldn't have to pay for most of them if you follow my lead. If only you follow my lead, you wouldn't have to pay for most of this. Now, to access my course, the tutorial, the much more elaborate tutorial I said I have, click the link below this video. There's a link in the caption area. Either below this video, you'll find somewhere you're supposed to click, or you'll find it in the caption area. Go there now and click it to access it. Remember, again, I'm mentioning what it covers so that you know that you have to click, you have to take the action and click through. Remember, one of the things I said is this can only work for you if you know how to take action. It covers all these as mentioned before. Let me zoom in so that you can see them clearly. 5 different platforms you can start testing to ensure you make at least $50. How to sign up on each of them to start from start to where you take your qualification test and start taking paid tests. How you can get your verified and working PayPal account absolutely free. How you can set up your foreign account and a Nigerian dollar account so you can withdraw dollars here in Nigeria. Easiest way to get a free, .com domain email for yourself, just like mine, Giftie@Vincent.com. To access my course, click the link below this video. So click the link below this video or in the caption area to access the course. But if you think you can carry it all, if you think you can carry through all by yourself, then please feel free. Just go to the 2 platforms I mentioned and start testing on these 2 platforms. If you feel like this is perfect for you, especially for those who feel they have all these tools already, please go and start testing and making your money. No hidden feelings. Please go start testing, make your money. Since you paid attention thus far, I have a free bonus site for you. Now, run on to bit.ly/start-testing-online. So bit.ly, you can see it on my screen. You can see everything on my screen. So go onto this site, go to this particular site you're seeing here. You can screenshot it now so that you don't miss it. So let me give you like 1 minute, or let me give you a few seconds to screenshot. So screenshot it right now. I'm sure you must have screenshotted it already. So screenshot and then register and get started. Start testing to make your money. So now I've got an even better offer for you. Yes, I've got a better offer for you. You'll see it if you click the link below this video. The offer, I've created a better offer for you. Now, for me to have been able to give you all this for free, then that should be a conviction that this is a good offer for you. You see it if you click the link below this video. Click the link below this video. You would see the offer I have for you. It covers my best testing sites, all of them, all explained step by step. All explained in step-by-step, in a step-by-step video, and one that would pay you even more than $10 for your first test. Yes, it was part of the screenshot I shared with my WhatsApp contact. So some of you must have reached out via WhatsApp. So if you did, then you definitely saw the screenshots I shared. You definitely saw the screenshots I shared. Or even for those of you on this tutorial that didn't see what I shared on my WhatsApp before, you must have seen the test I shared in one of the slides on this tutorial. It has screenshots from one of them. So go down there, you'd see my best testing website and all explained step by step in videos, and one that would pay you even more than $10 for your very first test. If you want to get my full step-by-step guide, a very easy to follow course for beginners like you, click the link below. Click the link below. All right. So thank you for watching, whether for watching or for listening. Thank you very much for watching. Now, if you have questions, this is what you do for me. Connect with me via my email. You can send me an email at giftie@givvincent.com or send me a WhatsApp message. Some of you have the current WhatsApp line I'm using. This is another WhatsApp line, so it will be better for you to send me a message here, because the one where you saw this, the one where you reached out to me initially, is always crowded. So I had to indicate this one so that when you chat me up, I can easily respond without having like 1001 message push your message down. So chat me up on WhatsApp on this particular line. Then you can also send me a message on Instagram. Check out Scale with Giftie Scale with Giftie. Find me on Instagram. Okay, so this is the point where I say goodbye, good luck. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this. I appreciate it. Bye.